Hey y'all, it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas. Today we have a few fun projects that we're going to do that work well for Christmas gifts or gifts for any time. So we'll get started by go ahead and telling you the supplies you're gonna need. I have my Cricut Easy Press because again, it is the easiest thing to film with. It is already preheated to 330 degrees for 15 seconds. We're going to put vinyl on these tumblers. So I have, for my tumblers, to match each, I have names cut for my 3 kids in the cyan blue, hot pink, and lime tree green. And then we're also going to show you how to put names on these neoprene tablet sleeves, which these came from the Dollar Tree and so did these. So these all these items were $1 a piece. So I have their names cut as well in cyan, lime, and rosa for their sleeves. So you'll need the vinyl, your items that you're going to put the vinyl on, your pick, your t-shirt guide, your squeegee, transfer tape. I use denatured alcohol to clean my surfaces, paper towels, Teflon sheet, Teflon pillow, and I also have my 15 by 24 inch Steady Betty to be able to iron on. So give me a second so I can adjust the camera so we can go ahead. First thing we're going to go ahead and do is weed our vinyl. So I'm going to weed the heat transfer first. So I'm using the Easy Weeding wooden pick that is found on our website. Now this is just text and I cut it in the font is Photographs from DeFont. I will try to leave links in the description box below, but y'all know I'm not the best about doing that, so just in case, I'm going ahead and telling you. It's a little on the chilly side here today. We had our first snow since Cameron was like 2, so 7 years ago I think was the last time it snowed here. So it's been a while. There we go. I've had it sitting next to the Easy Press, so I'm not wanting to release like normal. There we go. And I cut it crooked. But I want to show you how quick it is to do multiple objects, especially when you're doing a lot of the same thing over and over. So we'll go ahead and weed out the center. And a lot of times when you leave it next to the Easy Press or on the hot weeding surface, it makes it a little bit easier, but not today for that one. And for the tablet cases, the names are 6 inches wide. For the tumblers, they are 3. So there we go. And we're going to use the same piece of transfer tape on all 3. So here we go. Yep. There we go. And I don't know if y'all do this, but with my kids, pretty much because I try to do a lot of the same things with them. So that way no one feels like one's getting more than the others. So I color code their items so that way everyone knows whose is whose. Which once they open their tablets, I will take and put their names on those as well. But they're not getting those till Christmas, and this stuff is going in their stockings. And don't worry, I'm not ruining the surprise. My children never ever watch my videos, so I think I'm getting to the point I need to change blades again. I don't know how I go through blades. Well, I do know how I go through blades so often. I cut so much material all the time. But I also want people to see that you don't always have to use glitter. So we'll go ahead and start what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, if you look at the 4 sides, there are actually 3 that have raised surfaces on the cup. So we're gonna go on this side where the seam is, and that's where we're going to put our decal. So first thing I'm gonna do is take my paper towel, spray it down with some denatured alcohol, because you wanna make sure you're free of finger oil and all that fun stuff. Now I'm going to take my transfer tape, and I'm going to take Cameron's name, and we're going to put it on here sideways. Cover that. Take my squeegee it down real well. I'm going to take and remove the paper backing. And then I'm going to turn it sideways. Typically when I put a name on, I like to do it from the side. There we go. Squeegee that on there. So there you go. There's the first tumbler. So let me go ahead and now move on to Caden's. We're going to do the same thing again. First I'm going to do is cover his name with the transfer tape. We'll move that off to the side. Take our paper towel, spray it down with the denatured alcohol, and you can use rubbing alcohol or whatever you've got available. This is just something we always have in store, so it is always available because we do large signs as well. So now we're just going to take and place that on there. I'm going to squeegee it down. And there you go. There's cup number 2. And I'm sorry if we still get some blur, because whenever I do this close up and I have it on manual focus, and I'm changing objects so quickly, it makes it difficult for the camera to keep everything in focus. And if I'd had it in autofocus, then you get that drunk feeling with it wanting to always compensate. So now, last but not least, is Nadia's name. And again, as you can see, I used the same piece of transfer tape all 3 times. Do not be scared to reuse your materials. There we go. And for maybe 25 cents worth of vinyl, $1 cup, 25 cents worth of transfer tape, altogether you're looking at no more than $2 or $3 per project. So these make great kids' Christmas gifts as well. So give me a second. I'm gonna move the camera this way so you can see what we are doing on this Steady Betty. Now what I'm going ahead and doing is opening up all 3 of the sleeves, so that way it goes a little bit faster. And again, when I purchased these were nothing expensive. They were $1 from the Dollar Tree, but they will hold their Amazon Fire tablets perfectly. So to start off, I've got my tablet sleeve opened up. I'm going to take and slip my Teflon pillow into it. Then I'm going to take and lay the name out. Double check for center. Pretty close. Now I'm going to cover it with a Teflon sheet, and I'm going to set my press for 15 seconds. And as you can see, the easy press doesn't require you to sit there and push down like whenever you're using your home iron. It works very easily. I really enjoy the easy press for these types of projects. There we go. requires a little bit longer. That might actually need a little bit more pressure since it's got the Teflon pillow in it. So we'll push down just a little bit. And this is neoprene, so it can take the heat. There we go. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. This vinyl's a cold peel, so we'll let that one cool and then we'll peel that up. While that one's cooling, we'll go ahead and get started. That one is, I got sent the wrong type of Thermoflex. I was supposed to get Thermoflex Plus and I got sent Thermoflex Extra, which doesn't happen all that often. It's just one of those things that every once in a while. But the other two are Caesar Easy Weed. So we'll go ahead and let that do. And we'll go ahead and remove our backing while that is. There you go. So as you can see, her name looks good on there. There's Cameron's. And if you look at the letters closely, I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but you can see the texture of the neoprene showing through, and that's when you know it's adhered. So now we'll go ahead and do Caden's last. Last but not least, he's got a singing part, but he doesn't know what character he's playing yet in the musical. They are doing the musical Oklahoma. And for stuff like this, you don't always have to use the t-shirt guide. I mean, you can just kind of take and eyeball line it up. So there we go. Start it again. And we'll let it go for 15 seconds. So, but we had snow, so the kids built a snowman. There's a picture of it on our Instagram. They had to use what they could find because we were not prepared for snow. I had to have my father-in-law bring, which they live across the street from us, so I had my father-in-law bring the kids to school this morning. So that way he's got a 4-wheel drive. Now give me a minute to adjust the camera angle and we'll go over everything that we did today. Okay, so as you can see, I'll hold the black up to the background so you can see it a little bit better. His name looks absolutely amazing on the cup, and it went on the sleeve perfectly. It's all adhered really well. So remember, these came from the Dollar Tree. You can order the vinyl from us or whoever your favorite vinyl vendor is. And remember that the sale for the 20% off runs through Wednesday, December the 13th, which is also Brandy, my artist's birthday, so remember to give her a big shout out for a happy birthday. We will be doing the scrap box drawing on January the 4th. I will leave a link to the video in the description box down below. Remember to go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps us out, and if you hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon next to it, you will be notified mostly, not every single time, but most of the time when we upload new videos. And remember, check us out on Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. I update Facebook quite regularly, Instagram somewhat, Snapchat. Yeah, I need to get better about it, and Twitter too, but you can check us out on those social media platforms as well. So remember, and thanks, and y'all have a great day.